friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to mix your favorite African black soap with any other soap for the best results. To get started, I'll be using just an 8-ounce African black soap today, and I'm going to be mixing it with Kampala soap. Now this soap is really amazing. It pretty much works in similar ways as African black soap, with a slight difference. You typically want to mix the soap because it can be a little bit harsher compared to African black soap. So in my opinion, it's always best to mix Kampala soap. Now mixed with African black soap tends to give you the best results. I'll be using just about 3.5 ounces of the Kampala soap, and I'll mix that with about an 8-ounce African black soap today. To get started, all you need is a grater. Now, if you do not have a grater, you can honestly just use a simple kitchen knife and that'll be perfectly fine as well. Let's get started. I'm going to be grating the African black soap into tiny little pieces, and then I'll grate the Kampala soap as well so that I can mix the two together, form it into a bar, and that's basically it. It's a really simple process. Let me just make sure that I do not hurt myself while I'm doing this. Let's gradually just grind the soap down until we get all the way to, now the African black soap is really soft, so it makes the grinding process much easier on this end. Now obviously, yes, if you're planning on using this soap to shower, you can use both of them, right? So once mixed together, in my opinion, you will get the best results because they both work pretty similarly. The only difference being that the Kampala soap is just a little bit harsher, so you typically want to make sure that you mix it with another soap. That way you do not cause any, let's say, little burns and whatnot. Perfect. Excellent. The black soap is basically ready. I am gonna get the Kampala soap also chopped up into tiny little pieces. Almost there. It smells quite nice. It doesn't have a pungent smell to it, but you can smell that one just a little bit more than you'll smell the black soap. So if you like the mild smell of the black soap, then you're definitely going to like the mild smell of the Kampala soap as well. There we have it. Nice and colorful. So we're going to also add this to the black soap. So the two soaps are now grated together. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix these two to make sure that we get an evenly mixed together soap. And then I will mold it into the bar soap that I typically use. I have a silicone mold. I'll be using my silicone mold today actually. And put that in the silicone mold. Just like that. Just gonna push down on this, just put a little bit of pressure on it to make sure it's nice and firm all around. We now have our nicely shaped bar soap, African black soap mixed with the Kampala soap. So I'm just gonna cut it into pieces and wash my face with it to make sure that it still lathers quite nicely and works just as intended. That's it. And the last one. Cut it into two. We now have the African black soap mixed with the Kampala soap. So now I am going to test this out. So I always advise people, you don't really want to use African black soap directly on your face. If you're just taking a shower with it, you can use it on your sponge. But if you're just washing your face, I prefer to use the lather. So you just make sure that your hands are a little bit wet. Then just rub this in your palm. Make sure it's nice and lathering. Perfect. Wash our hands first with it, right? Anytime you touch your face, you want to make sure you're washing your hands first. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna wet our face just a little bit. And then we can actually wash our face with this. Just a little bit will lather up quite nicely. And then you just use the lather to gently wash your face. Let me roll this down a little bit. Just like that. Make sure to massage it thoroughly into the skin. Nice and gentle. I would do it for about maybe 45 seconds to about a minute so that you get all the surface area on your face. And then once you are done, just thoroughly rinse off the lather from your face. Just like that. I can feel my face is so much more clean right now. Perfect. Now, let's dry our face. And I'm gonna put some body butter on. Your face is gonna feel nice and soft. And you want to do it as soon after drying your face, when your face is a little bit damp. That way it absorbs into the skin much quicker. Smells lovely. Lavender. It's quite nice and easy. Very simple. You can mix this with your favorite soap, right? It doesn't have to be Kampala soap. It can be just your favorite soap that you naturally use. Mix it up with some African black soap and it'll give you the best results you can possibly get. We've added a new product. You're gonna see that on our Share Farms website and our Amazon storefront soon. You can get this probably in about a month or two's time when it becomes available to buy. We're also adding the African black soap in the liquid form, so you'll be able to purchase that as well. And 2025 is going to be an amazing year for us. We can feel that already. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you more often. Do stay safe. Bye for now.